Hi, welcome back, CHS9 family. It's a great Friday to be here at the ninth grade campus. Today, the counselors wanted to talk to you about the new features of Naviance Student. This summer, Naviance did a major upgrade and upgraded several of the features, such as the layout, how it looks, how it interacts, and also the URLs. We're going to make sure that whether you've been in Coppell ISD before, you're a new student, that everyone has access to this great tool and that you know exactly how to get to it and what to do with it once you're there. So Naviance is going to help you connect your learning to everyday life. So basically, here at CHS 9, we're going to use it to align your strengths and interests to your post-secondary goals. And so we want you to identify those things that you're strong at and your interest, and align those to any goals that you have for yourself after high school, whether that be the military, a two-year college, four-year college, a technical school, or the workforce. We want to make sure that you're identifying a pathway that you will be happy and be successful throughout your life. The program will help identify who you are. There are several self-discovery features, such as a Do What You Are personality assessment. There's a learning styles assessment that we'll take on Monday. And then it also addresses some career exploration, like what do you want to be? We have several career interest inventories and assessments in the program that we'll do throughout the year. And then it also helps you looking at your academic planning and how you'll get there. So by finding those careers that you're interested in, you can look at different colleges or different programs that align with that career, so that you can see maybe what program you need to go into, what college you need to attend, the major classes you need to take in high school, so it helps you get there. And then will you be successful? So it helps match you and prepares you for a good fit for what you want to do after high school. So in ninth grade, there's going to be a couple of activities that we're going to do throughout the year. The first thing that we're going to do on Monday is the learning styles inventory, and that is to identify preferences that you have for environmental, emotional, sociological, and physical preferences for your learning environment at school and home. And so that's the first thing that we're going to take on Monday during advisory. It'll take about 30 minutes. And then Tuesday, we're going to take some time to reflect on that and make sure you know how to use that information to your benefit. And then later on in October, we're going to complete the Career Clusters Finder and add at least 3 favorites to your career cluster list. This is going to be a great time as we start looking and transitioning later on in January, so you can kind of start looking at if you're really enjoying that endorsement course that you signed up for this year, or if you are thinking about changing your endorsement choice and career pathway for 10 through 12. And so it's a great time to kind of reflect on that and see if anything has changed, kind of take a little mental assessment about where you are as far as your interests are concerned. Later on in the spring, we're going to take a college search, so that will help identify some best fit colleges and programs for you to explore. And then later on in April, we're going to have you create your resume. Every student in ninth grade needs to start building their resume. A resume is just a record of anything that you're doing in high school, your activities that you're involved in, awards that you've received, volunteer experiences that you've had, and so that you'll have that information on hand anytime you're applying for a job, or when you're ready to start applying for colleges. It's important that you have an up-to-date resume at all times, and so that you're not having to search for that information at the last minute when you're asked for it. And so you don't need to include anything from junior high. It starts fresh in ninth grade and goes through 12th grade. College recruiters And admissions officers do not want to see anything from middle school on your resume. It's just 9 through 12. Also, in May, we're going to look at creating some transition goals for you as you start entering the high school campus and transitioning to the 10 through 12 campus. The Naviance device this year, so the URL is compatible with any device. And so unlike previous model of Naviance, you can access it from your smartphone, your tablet, or a desktop. And so no matter what device you're using it on, it should look and feel the same, and so that you can have easy access and use it from any device. Accessing Naviance Student is a new URL, and so the URL is https://student.naviance.com/capel. And so you'll log into that URL with your CISD network username and password. It's the same thing on any device, so we do encourage you to bookmark this URL, and so that you have that at any time throughout the school year as we start using it and utilizing it. It is web-based, so you can use it at school, you can use it at home. Anywhere that has Wi-Fi, you have access to this program, 9th through 12th grade. One of the things about a Naviance student, our technology department is really great, and they have done a single sign-on type situation for Naviance student. And so when it says email or username, you're going to make sure that you just enter your CISD network username, not your full email address. And so the example would be ABC1234. So your first initial, middle initial, your last name initial, and then the last four, your student ID number. If you don't have a middle name, there's an X for the second letter. And then your password is just simply your CISD network password, the same that you use for Schoology or your email. So everyone should be able to have access at this point. You should be able to get on without any trouble. But we'll have a form for that in just the next slide. So what we would like for you to do today is just take about 10 minutes, watch this interactive video. If your teacher will just click on the link right here, interactive video, and there is a triangle for play. Just press play, watch the video. It is interactive, so about 3 minutes in, it will ask you to select an audience. So you'll want to select student view, not parent or teacher view. So make sure that your teacher is selecting that student view. It'll walk you through some of the new features and layouts. You also have access to the video once you log into Naviance on your welcome screen. So if you need to go home and watch it again, you can do that. We want you to make sure that after you watch the video, you go to Naviance and you bookmark the website and make sure that you can log in. And so log in, explore the new layout. As you're doing that, if you have issues with logging in, make sure you raise your hand, notify your teacher. Your teachers will be placing your name on this Google form right here. They'll click here and they'll put your first, last name, and ID number on that form for your counselors to reset your account. So once we reset that, we'll email you and let you know that you can go in and use Naviance at that time. We want to make sure everyone has access for Monday, so everyone please make sure before you leave advisory today that you can get to the website, that you can log in, and if not, make sure that your teacher has written down your name on the Naviance access form from this website. Guys, we appreciate your time. We look forward to working with you this year. Have a great weekend and happy Friday.